Welcome back, brothers in arms, metal collectors here. We're back on an absolute beautiful map where devastation awakes, battles will be waged, and commanders will be lost. In this 3v3, let's introduce the top ranked players from each team here. We got Gove the Great here coming at 30, open OS skill here. Gonna be our blue Cortex commander, his co-commander in arms Weenie Meanie coming in as our green Armada commander, opening up vehicles as well. And their third teammate Skymark 413 coming in as Cortex. He's going to be going bots. 1 bots, 2 vehicles, just what I like to see. Let's go over to the other side of the map here. We have the strongest player for the red team, Kai Bon here, opening up Cortex bots. His co-commander Bap here opening up Armada bots as well. And then we have K Tommy, the yellow commander, opening up vehicles Armada. Those of you who are new to Beyond All Reason, bots and vehicles have completely different playstyles. Bots are usually more faster, and they like to outnumber you and use flanking damage to take you down, where vehicles are more cost effective than bots. They hit harder and are generally faster. How about Cortex versus Armada? Well, Armada is generally faster, lower HP, but hits a bit harder with the specialized units. Cortex slower, bigger HP bars, and they usually have bigger splash damage. Both teams, as we zoom out here, are looking to deny vision and look for grabbing vision here, as we have some Rassels coming out here. Looks like he wants to go in and perhaps get some economic damage on the yellow commander Tommy. This map is very big for 3 commanders, so there'll be a lot of ground to cover, which means there's possible for leaks. 1 unit can devastate an entire backline, ruining the entire game for everyone else. That brings us on to the eco. Metal makes the world go around. You can grab metal at all these metal nodes. As you can see, they are scattered around the map. That's why players are moving out here, trying to get as much ground as possible in order to further their economy. How about wind? Wind is energy. Energy allows your metal to produce units. If we look at this unit right here, 43 metal, 840 energy. So we do need energy, but energy is very easy to come by, as you can place that anywhere on the map, or metal is much more limited. We have a Rascal in the backhand here, looking to get some poke damage on a metal extractor. 1 drops down, but immediately is shut down by Bap, making sure he does not take any more damage. That is definitely a worthy trade for the blue commander. Every metal extractor that goes down means they are not harvesting metal for a set amount of time, which can drastically slow down their eco, giving blue a slight edge on an economy. And the more that happens, the more that snowballs, the bigger the lead they can gather. The incisors here are now looking to fight against these blitzes, but outnumber 4 to 1. They stand no chance. Just sent straight into the meat grinder. That leads us on to another mechanic in Beyond All Reason. When an enemy unit dies, your unit dies, or any structure dies, it leaves behind a wreck where you can reclaim it for about 60 to 70% of the total metal value. Blitz is here taking out these ticks with absolute ease, feeding his units away. Big blunder there from Bap. As we jump over to the right hand side here, our red player Kai Bon here looks like he wants to push up with some grunge, but realizes these thugs are too much to handle, so he's going to be forced to back away and play a little bit slower. We have Skymark here looking to get some laser towers up. He wants to fortify this area, lock this down, looking for a long drawn out battle, covering his flank with ease as Weenie Meanie looks like he's going to be covering down here as well. That means we have Goth the Great over here, gonna be forced to cover this entire top side. That is a tall order for 1 man to hold, but we'll see how he does it. As we jump back into Weenie Meanie here on the left hand flank here, so got a couple of blitzes, could be looking for some damage. We actually do have some action in the backline here. Huge incisor run by. Yellow was caught napping. Maybe he forgot to turn on his monitor, because these incisors just went right by him into Red's base here, dominating the entire battlefield here. Another economy going down left and right. This man's gonna be in a cardboard box after this, begging for change. He needs assistance, but these incisors trade so effectively against these units. They're so good at base harassment, as shown as they devastate Red's economy further. Can he get that lab? If he gets that lab, that could just be a game-ending play, but no, he's gonna be forced to retreat. Kai Bon, though, looking to stop them on the retreat, not going to let any of these pass through. Can he stop them? Are they going to get sneak in just out of range? Oh, yes, they will get home. Mission success, boys. Now, red does still have a chance as their metal is left on their side of the map. So that's $400. If you look right now, he's only getting 3 metal a second. So that will skyrocket his economy into the stars for the next couple of minutes if he's able to grab this metal. That is perhaps his way back into this game. But right now, blue won't let his foot off the gas pedal here as he's relentlessly attacking yellow. Even bad trades at this point are worth it, just so he can stop the red team from recovering. He needs to go full throttle here and never stop the pressure, as if given enough time, red could easily come back in this game. As we can see, blue and yellow here fighting for the top dominance. Blue has a commanding position as he's producing more units. The economy is heavily favored inside of blue. Tommy, though, with some good micro, could turn this around. Huge Janus shot there, chunking that incisor, forcing him to retreat. With some good micro, I definitely can see my boy Tommy pulling it back. We have Cry Bond, though, coming back to his base, looking like he's going to get some reclaim. He desperately needs that, as right now he has no economy. Skymark sees this opportunity and looks to push up to regain more territory with the now crippled Kaibon. He really wants to show him who the boss of this Beyond All region match is by pushing further in, further dominating the battlefield here. Blitz is being sacrificed to the Incisor's god. Free metal, he says. Take it all. I don't need it. As he continually wastes away his units here, he needs to have his micro on point. He cannot be lacking at the keyboard, especially when your team is behind. Let's take a step back. Let's have a look at the map here. The map mark a nice position, slightly ahead on the map. Weenie Meanie, still even with BAP, but the commanding position, hands down, is the Great. The Great War in the top right-hand side of the map here, pushing in relentlessly. Not stopping the pressure, getting continuously good trades here. This will allow him to eco up, build the economy, get more map controls, further snowballing his lead here. As you can see, he has all these metal extractors. He's now going to be able to grab these back 3 metal extractors as well in order to further his economy lead. Skymark now versing a weakened Cry Bond here, able to help his teammate Weenie Meanie and circle BAP, forcing him into a very uncomfortable position. He needs help and he needs it now. But Cry Bond so far behind, he's forced just to keep ecoing in order to have a chance to get back in the game. Oh no, there's another leak. Tommy was caught sleeping at the computer again. It's a disaster. It's a catastrophe. The floodgates have been opened and the insiders have been let loose, and nothing but devastation leaves behind as they destroy everything in their path. With this sizable force here, he could also devastate BAP's economy, sealing the game, as there'll be no chance that one player can 1v3. Oh no, a self-detonation. He needs to cancel that. It's not going to do anything. He just blew up a unit for free. Maybe witness him as he sacrifices him to the gods. But these incisors on the wind farm, on the economy now, and they are looking to wreak havoc through the backline of orange to get multiple wins. The metal extractors are down, and orange is now crippled and in despair as he's forced to realize the game is drawing to its bitter end. Skymark, commanding position. Everyone on blue side has a commanding lead right now, and yellow needs a Hail Mary. He needs to somehow get economic damage done to blue's economy, but with blue's unrelenting force here, I just don't see that happening as the insiders continue to trade efficiently against the blitzes. Another Janus shot could change, maybe. No, goes wide. Sadly, that does not connect. And BAP here looking to maybe get a commander trade, but he's just running it down into a laser turret. He's going to be retiring after that play because he just doesn't have the hands anymore, as he just throws away his commander into the scrap pile, giving it to Skymark. That's 1.2 thousand metal now going to be in the pockets of our blue commander here, further cementing blue's dominance over this side of the map. Red crippled, red's economy in shambles. Where is the hope? Is there even any hope left? Sadly, I think there is not, as blue is relentless with their pressure, keeping it up, non-stop aggression, which I do believe is the correct play here. Not allowing your teammate to recover or the enemy to recover is always, not always, but sometimes the best move, as if you give them too much time, they could maybe eco up, cheese you, find a way back in. But when you're constantly knocking on their doorstep, constantly hounding them with units, it makes their decisions falter, it makes their micro slip, and eventually the cracks will show. And when the cracks show, you open those gates and you flood in, destroying the economy. As we can see, these incisors are now postured up on the top hand side of the map here, preventing yellow from even now leaving his own base. It's a sad sight to see, and honestly, I'm surprised the resign vote has not been called at this point, as blue owns 80% of the map. There it comes up, the resign vote. Bat realizing it's a hopeless cause, and they may have won a few battles, but they got demolished in the war. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Here are the stats, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Peace.